What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, episode 33 of the Texans franchise. And today, guys, we are about to take on the Kansas City Chiefs in the season opener. We get to open up at home today, which is awesome. But before we do that, I do want to make sure I bring you up to date on some of the storylines that have happened since our last video. Now, I mentioned that we are doing the Madden story generator this year, and a few of those have resulted in some trades happening. The first name on the list is Johnny Prince, the third-year halfback who is a 76 overall. He has star development, and he is coming from the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs, as you guys will see when we play, have not only Isaiah Pacheco as the number one, but also brought in Leonard Fournette during the offseason as a veteran and as the power back. So Prince was sort of just left out of the fold, and he was not happy with that. So he has been moved to the Carolina Panthers, where you can see he is going to be the second running back along with Kareem Hunt, but also sort of has the first crack at the next running back for the Carolina Panthers. Whereas with the Chiefs, he was going to be buried for quite some time. Pacheco is an 86 overall. He's only 25 years old. The second trade was that of Tony Pollard. It seems every franchise, Pollard is just running around in free agency, being the second or third running back on a stacked team. And in this world, he was sick of it. He was originally on the Jets, stuck behind Breece Hall, who has become, like, I think he's a 93 now. And with him being 28, he wanted one crack at being a starter. So he gets traded to the Washington Commanders, and he overtakes the backfield duties from Brian Robinson, who is currently injured, but is going to give them a nice 1-2 punch. In exchange for this trade, the Jets received a second-round pick and a lower overall running back just to replace his spot on the roster. After being released by the Chiefs, Mecole Hardman found himself in New England. Well, New England went ahead and drafted a receiver in a high spot in the draft, which Hardman did not appreciate. And because of that, he was dealt to the New York Giants, and he becomes their number one receiver. And in exchange for his duties, the Patriots end up getting a second-round pick and once again a lower overall wide receiver to replace him on the roster. And the Giants definitely needed him. He is an 83 overall, and the next best one is Isaiah Hodgins, who is currently hurt. That leads me to our next and last phase of this update. David Montgomery. Yes, he's named Mont Retired in this file because, well, he was the surprise retirement before the start of the season, and he just fell out of love with the game. He was with the Chicago Bears, of course, quite a few years of just lackluster performances, and he decided to hang it up. So David Montgomery walking away from the game, but all is okay with Chicago because they now get to rely on Khalil Herbert, who's had some pretty good games and has got a little bit more explosiveness to him in the elusive department. But they also drafted Joseph Lowry this year. If you guys remember, it was one of the running backs on my radar. But Lowry is a really good all-around back, similar to that of David Montgomery. 6'1", 226. He's got hidden dev. He's got good speed, good agility. He can truck. He can juke. He can pretty much do it all. So while he will not start this year, he is definitely going to be the leading candidate to lead the Bears into the future at the running back position. As for the rest of the stories, there will be more to come that I'm going to trickle in as the season goes to just make it a little bit more realistic, and then things will change, of course. I did go ahead and I am doing what I did last year. I have a profile on every single team once again. I've got to take back control. A lot of these teams were just in a really bad spot, so I ended up just deciding to, go ahead and put everything together again. It took a while. It took quite a few hours to do it, but I went through all the teams. I've fixed up most of the teams, like schematically wise and position wise, because they would have like edge rushers at D end in a system that they shouldn't be in. You guys know the drill. Madden just doesn't know how to do things properly for the CPU teams. I went ahead and I fixed that. And now I feel like we're going to have some really good control over these teams and a lot better stuff coming in the future for them. The last thing I wanted to go over before we hit the game is the sliders. Everybody's been asking about sliders, rightfully so. This year's Madden has been absolutely atrocious when it comes to some gameplay issues. And by no means are the sliders perfect that I have, but I do think that they will work. And I'm actually using the sliders that we are using right now in the RFL, if you guys know what that is. And these are sliders that are a little bit of a mixture between one of the coaches' ideas, also Smitty, who is in charge of the RFL, his ideas, and then I tweaked it just a little bit to try and get some different gameplay from what I was seeing in my testing. So we are playing on All Pro now. We are also running 14-minute quarters at 15 seconds play clock rundown. I just like the way that this plays. We've been using this in the RFL, and it seems to make things a little bit smoother in the gameplay department. And then here are the gameplay sliders. So the CPU are the only ones that I changed for these. We just don't believe that the user is affected at all, and from testing you can tell that there's the changes in the user skill don't really affect when you're watching the game. So these are what I'm using. Everything else is on default for the user. And then here for the CPU skill, we got 45 quarterback accuracy, just to try to make them not so robotic, but you have to have it pretty high. Otherwise, a lot of interceptions happen and a lot of really bad decisions. Pass blocking is tuned down just a tad bit. Their pass rush was alive quite a bit earlier on in the game, but the last update or so really seems to have toned that down a little bit too much. So we bring the pass blocking down to 40, wide receiver catching down to 43. This is a way to sort of offset the automatic throws of the quarterbacks, but also help to make sure that they're not catching everything, because we have some of the things on defense turned down to alleviate some of the interceptions. Now, the interceptions are something that we just have to deal with this year. There does not seem to be a way to turn them down all the way without the game just looking horrible. So right now you can see I have the reaction time set to 40, interceptions at 25, and then pass coverage and tackling set at default of 50. I also have the fumbles turned up to 70 because they have just been ridiculous since the last update. And then the last one is run blocking. On 50, I was noticing that a lot of teams are having a very difficult time moving the ball on the ground, so I just bumped that up to 52 to see if that helps. This one might change a little bit in the next coming weeks, depending on what I see out of the gameplay. For special teams, I've been trying everything. I have found that we did a lot of testing on field goal power and accuracy being tuned all the way down to 5, and we thought it was working. But then we started seeing the long field goal attempts again, but now the kickers were just terribly neutered because of the sliders for power and accuracy. So I'm bumping them both up to 55 to see if we can get at least a little bit more points scored in the situations where they try to kick those long field goals. I don't know if it's going to help or not. My guess is as good as your guys'. If you guys have any type of recommendation that you have seen that have sort of either cut down the long field goal attempts or at least help them make them more, please, by all means, let me know down below, and I will definitely test them out, because I'm at a loss with these field goals this year. And then the punt accuracy. This is not too much of an issue, but certain games it is, depending on the wind. And you guys have probably seen it. The punter punts it up in the air and it goes like 5-10 yards and it goes out of bounds. Well, I'm trying to get the accuracy better so that way we don't see that all too often. I hate when a team gets great field position just because of the horrible job that Madden's doing with the coffin corner punts. I'm hoping this helps it. It might not. Again, this is a work in progress. And then down to the rest of the options here. So injuries I have set to 20. Fatigue and threshold are set at 50. I've been toying around with this one, going back and forth and lowering it, but it seemed to be very drastic when I dropped it too far down. So I'm probably going to leave it at 50 for now and just see how the next game or two plays. And then as the penalties, these are all set to default, except I turned roughing the passer down 1 to see if that alleviates it, because that one was getting out of control since the last update as well. So I hope this answers your guys' questions. If you guys end up using these or have a better slider set for CPU versus CPU play, again, let me know down below. I'm always open to suggestions for this stuff because I just want the best gameplay just like you guys do. We get to open things up in primetime Sunday night football against the Chiefs. Now the Chiefs coming off of sort of a lackluster year. This is the first time that they've actually missed the playoffs since Patrick Mahomes became a Chief in 2015 exactly for the year. So they're looking for a bounce back. They also have a new head coach. Andy Reid decided to hang it up, and well, it just wouldn't be right if we didn't promote Eric Bieniemy to the head coaching position. So he is now the man in charge in Kansas City, and this team is going to be a tough matchup. They have an 89 overall offense, and they have an 87 overall defense for a grand total of an 88 overall. And out comes Patrick Mahomes. I said it once, I'll say it again, the best quarterback in this game, 99 overall. Him and Joe Burrow are both, I think, 99s at this point, but Mahomes is one without any boosts. And we know what he can do. Let's see what we can do on defense now to try and start this year off right. They're going to start off shotgun, handoff to Pacheco, and Pacheco is met behind the line. Grenard and McManus teaming up for a loss of 1. And they're going to stay in the shotgun. A quick throw over the middle. Sky Moore with the catch, and Moore gets the first down. A quick little inside route, and Greenlaw is just not able to keep up with him. 1st and 10. Mahomes, another quick throw, this time to Kelsey, who runs over Jalen Petrie. Mahomes, 3rd straight throw, again over the middle, and this time it's Tony. This is not how we wanted to open up. 1st and 10. From the 41, pistol formation, Pacheco lined up behind Mahomes. And Mahomes again over the middle. Quite a few players on this Chiefs offense and team in general are in their contract years. Could be interesting to see how some of that plays out as Tony making a man miss all the way down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. A huge play from Kadarius Toney. Looks like Leonard Fournette checking in at running back. Handoff to the fullback, blasting game, and he's in for the touchdown. Fullback dive. A great job of bouncing it outside. And wow, very quickly the Chiefs put up 6. Well, we started off the defensive drive very, very bad, allowing Kansas City to drive right down the field and put up points. And now it's Dylan Gilbert's first crack at it in the new season, 79 overall. Superstar quarterback. First time we're able to say that for this franchise. I have Pierman playing the 3rd down back, and then I have Sweet as the normal running back and power back. And Gilbert going for a drop back right away, fires over the middle, and Slayton makes the catch out to the 40. I mentioned during the last video that I want Sweet to win this job. We drafted him. He's the younger running back. He's the better overall. So he is going to get the first crack this year. Can he maintain it? That is yet to be seen. Gilbert underneath again to Poe, and another short completion. And now here on 1st, we get Pierman involved. We do. Pierman, handoff off the left side, and a big hole's open up, and he's inside the 40. Another 2nd down throw. Gilbert under pressure, and he's going to go down, and he loses it. Luckily, Jenkins recovers, but it's Evan Poe, the rookie, getting back there for the sack. Poe drafted in the 1st round, 18th overall by the Chiefs this year. And he's playing the outside pass rusher and the defensive end in this defense, and he starts his career off with a bang. 3rd and 20 now after the play. We need a big play here. Gilbert running around, and he's going to throw it short and miss his target. All right, back out on offense from our own 20. I formation. Quick drop back, and he's going to dump it off to Sweet outside. Sweet finds a way past, I think that was Josh Ray, and gets himself 5 yards. Nice little play on 1st down. Good job by Gilbert getting rid of it quickly enough. And now a delayed, no, play action. Gilbert looking for Walsh, and he's got him. 1st down. I like that play call there. Walsh getting a nice outside release. Gets us the 1st. We just got to start building off of this. Handoff, Sweet, right up the middle. Gaping hole out across midfield and down to the 47. 1st and 10. Handoff again to Sweet, and again finding his way through traffic, and he'll get 5 more. Now we got a split backfield. Pierman and Davison in the backfield. And we're going to throw out of it. Gilbert throws it short. Davison with the catch, and another 1st down, and that's going to wrap things up here of quarter 1. 2nd and 9. Gilbert looking, rolling out, fires to Poe, and Poe makes the catch, holding on as Nick Bolton was trying to punch that thing out. We don't need too much for a conversion. Gilbert, a quick throw to Pierman, who makes the catch, and he's down to the 11. All right, Gilbert, play action to Sweet, looking to the end zone. Gilbert, no, he's going to take off with it. He finds, oh no, he fumbles! George Karlaftis punches the ball out, and Gilbert finally paying for all of those times when he refused to dive. Mahomes comes back out here on offense. Sky Moore in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Pacheco, and Pacheco finding his way through traffic. Same play. This time they give it to Moore going the other way, and Grenard is ready. Moore probably ran a little too close to the line there, but Mahomes now back, fires it short, And Juju Smith-Schuster with the catch. 3rd and 3. They've been able to get us a lot underneath, but they're going with the handoff, and it does not work. Patrick Queen gets the job done, and a punt is coming again. We've had a few promising drives, and both have ended without points. And now Gilbert over the middle finds a wide open Leo Walsh, almost getting to midfield. A big play. Blitz is coming. Gilbert finds a man, and it's Walker inside the 35. Big play over the middle. There we go, handoff to Pierman, and Pierman breaking free from one. He could have had a chance to go the distance, but luckily it looks like Britt was there on the stop. Another handoff to Pierman to the other side, and he'll get the first down. 3 carries, 24 yards for Calvin Pierman, the rookie. 3rd and 7. Gilbert's got to do something here. He's going to take off with it again, but this time there's nobody in front of him, and he's going to score from 12 yards out. A big play. Gilbert gets us in the end zone, and we're going to tie things up here late in the first half. 2nd and 11, empty backfield. Mahomes, quick, oh wow, what a throw. Great job by Moore to make an adjustment to get the ball. And now 3rd and 7. It looks like we're playing a little press coverage on the outside. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. Mahomes throws it short, and Kelsey this time makes the catch right outside, well, right inside of field goal range, I would say. It's Mahomes over the middle, wide open. Nobody was running with him. 16 of 20, 147 yards this half. 2nd and 5. Mahomes, another dump down. Is there anything else that they can run? Holy moly. Mahomes over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown, Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Chiefs will regain the lead 13-7. And here we go. Another drop back for Gilbert. He's going to look deep, and he's got Collins along the sideline. It's Gilbert scanning. All day to throw. It breaks down. He's going to run with it, and he gets the first down. And again, he doesn't slide. Slide, dude. What are you doing? I mean, I'm happy you got the first, but man, gosh, dude, like, you're just going to fumble the ball again if you don't start sliding. All right, 1st and 10. Handoff. Sweet. Up the middle, working his way back inside, and Gil gets 6 yards. Very nice mixture so far today between him and Pierman. I like that. Quick throw outside. Walsh again on the flat route. I think he's got enough. He does. We need a big play here. Gilbert. Blitz is coming. Fires to the end zone. It's caught by Poe, and we are going to tie it up. What a throw. What a catch. Gilbert saw the pressure, and he stood in that pocket, and he delivered it with Nick Bolton breathing down his neck. And then Poe with the beautiful toe drag in the end zone to make it count. What a way for us to get back in this game. And now we have a shot here. We stop the Chiefs. We force 3. Can we drive down and put up another touchdown to take the lead for the first time? Gilbert's been able to find some pretty consistent success as he throws it short to Pierman, and he'll get a gain of 5. Here we go. Gilbert, quick throw. Walker with the catch. He is going to be short, though. 3rd and 1. We are in shotgun, so it's going to be interesting to see if we run the ball here with Pierman. No, we are going to throw it. Gilbert over the middle. It's caught. Poe. Quick throw, quick catch. Move the chains. Empty backfield. Gilbert with a big drop back, looking short. It's Collins dragging defenders across midfield. And he is finally brought down. An excellent play. Another first down for us. It's Gilbert going deep to the end zone. He's got Poe, and we've got another touchdown right over the head of L'Jarius Sneed. Alex Poe beating him on the 9 route, and we're going to take the lead for the first time today. What can Mahomes do? He's been able to pick us apart. Can we stop him again? Mahomes looking deep, and it is caught. Sky Moore with a beautiful sideline catch, dragging the feet, and what, just a wide open play. It looks like he got behind. We had zone coverage. Oh, we're challenging. This is a horrible challenge. Oh man, it's gonna waste a timeout. He caught this thing. I know he did. And yeah, We end up losing a timeout. Costly challenge. Madden's got to get that right. The challenge system is broken in this game. 1st and 10. Mahomes stepped up in the pocket, and he's going to throw it away. Now 3rd down. Mahomes throws it short, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greedy Williams, who undercut the route. Juju Smith-Schuster tries to push inside on the dig route, and Williams, who's been getting beat on that route all day, picks a perfect time to step up and make a tremendous turnover. Poe in motion. Gilbert back. Throwing it short to Sweet on the dump down, and Sweet gets a shot from Reed. And he'll make it 3rd and inches. Let's see, what do we do here? We do a run? No, we're going to throw it. Blitz is coming. He gets rid of it just in time to an open Poe down inside the 20. Justin Reed came in hot on the blitz, but Gilbert just able to find somebody in time and stand tall in the pocket. Got to make a look out for Poe here. He's been all over the field in this territory. And he goes back to him, and he misses! He missed him, and Snead jumps the route! Oh, no! Off-target throw from Gilbert. He looks short, and he just overthrows it to the inside. Snead actually gets beat on the route, but because of the bad throw, he's in perfect position for the turnover. Hands off to Pacheco, who gets an absolutely huge lane up the middle, breaking free from Bonner, and finally dragged down from McManus, putting in extra work downfield. Here we go. Mahomes throwing it short to Pacheco, and he's dropped. Loss of 2. Great job by Greenlaw. A lot of these offensive weapons right now from Mahomes, all in their contract year this year. It's going to be interesting to see how they work that as Kelsey makes a catch. We've mentioned Kelsey. I've mentioned Pacheco. Sky Moore is another one of those players on the final year of their contract, along with the whole left side of their line, Orlando Brown and Joe Thuney. As Pacheco takes the handoff up the middle, still fighting somehow, and he'll get to the 49. But as long as you have Mahomes, you have to think they're going to try and find a way to make it work, because you just have so many options when it comes to being able to make plays in the game, because Mahomes can just do so much good, even in bad situations, as you see here, finding ways to make plays and find his receivers open. Mahomes, short throw again to Tony, and Tony breaking free down to the 27. This is where we need the defense to make a big play. Mahomes dropping back, lets it go, and it's caught by Fournette, dragging Devin White across the 1st down marker. Moore in motion, another pitch play to Moore, cuts it up the middle, and he gets down to the 6 as we hit the 2-minute warning. At this point, it's touchdown or bust for the Chiefs. Handoff, Pacheco, and he is met by Charles Omenihu in the middle. A big loss of 2. And now going empty set. Mahomes fires towards the end zone. It's caught, but he's brought down at the 1. Man, 3rd and goal. Mahomes, end zone, incomplete. Last chance for Mahomes and company. They need a touchdown on this drive, on this play here. Handoff, Pacheco, and we get the stop. A huge play by the defense. Pacheco met Omenihu in the line, and it ended quickly as we are going to get the turnover we need, but now we need to get out of this end zone. We cannot suffer another safety situation. Handoff, Sweet, and he barely gets out of the end zone. Man, we've seen this happen before. A safety that ended up costing us the game. Sweet, handoff, and he doesn't get out of the end zone. Another one. And it's Josh Ray, the 3rd-year linebacker, making the play. Why would you call a stretch run in this kind of a situation? It's not even in our game plan. Madden just does what it wants sometimes, guys. There is not a single outside run play in our game plan for 3rd down or in the goal line situation. I made sure of it. There's only like 10 plays. All of them require up the middle running. I don't know why we called such a dumb play in that situation. Mahomes throws it short to Pacheco, and now we have to keep him out of field goal range. Otherwise, this game is gone. Mahomes over the middle. It's caught, and we give up the big run up the middle for a first. They need about 20 yards for a comfortable field goal attempt. 31 seconds, one timeout. Mahomes alone in the backfield, lets it go short right. It's incomplete. Greedy Williams doing a nice job. I almost wish he would have let him catch that, though, so we would have forced him to use a timeout. But instead, the clock stops, and Mahomes has more chances. He's going deep. He wants it all on the one play, and he's gonna not get it. Bonner with the stop. Oh, man, my heart skipped a beat there for a second. I thought he was gonna make that catch. 3rd and 10, 21 seconds. Mahomes, big drop back, fires. It's caught, and it's in field goal range. An absolute heartbreaker because of the horrible way that this game likes to run its play calling. I just cannot stand losing games like this where the game just does some awful decisions. 1st and 10, field goal is up, and it is good. We're going to lose this one. 2 games in a row we lose off of a safety play. The defense did its job, the offense does not in the final moments of this game, and we are going to fall to 0-1 to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs are on their way back home to take on the Jaguars next week, as we will be trying to figure things out as we get ready to take on the Titans. But a heartbreaking loss in this game after playing such a good game defensively to hold these Chiefs the way we did. Not a great way to end the opener of the season, but you know what? Given the talent level of this Chiefs team, to see us go toe-to-toe like that, to see Gilbert go toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes, I think was something that was needed to be seen regardless of win or loss. So I'm going to take this day as a win. Again, very heartbreaking way to lose this game. That exact scenario pretty much happened to us in preseason, where we had the stop on defense, and then the safety comes into play and gives the ball back to the Chiefs. I'm going to go back to the playbook and make sure that I didn't miss something, but like I stated, I'm like 99% sure there is not a single outside running play in our playbook when it comes to anything within running the clock out or goal line situations like that inside the 5. So, but hey, it is what it is. We deal with it. Our fault that the game was that close in the end, and we let them back in it. So next time I see you guys, we'll be getting our first look at the draft class upcoming and getting the scouts assigned to their areas. But as for this video, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please make sure you drop that like button. Hit that sub button if you have not already. I know that there's quite a few of you guys that are watching my videos, but ain't none of you guys subscribed. I'd really appreciate it. You guys know how it helps us YouTubers out. Turn that bell notification on if you want to make sure you know when I post something, and I'll see you guys next time.